So, welcome back. This is, I think it's like stream 6. Might be wrong on that. But, we are now in the Profane Capital. And we pretty much have, we're at the point where we have got 3 boss fights staring us down. So we're going to start ourselves off with the Yorm the Giant. So, just to recap on some of the things I've already said for Twitch on the stream, where we've already grabbed our, we already farmed, I should say, our Symbol of Avarice, which we did a little, I had a buddy, actually it's Muffin Man Zan, he's in the stream right now. He did a little testing, and turns out this does affect boss soul drops. So, if you're looking for some heavy souls off of a boss, this is a great way to do it. So we're going to be, hopefully, quick enough to kill the boss, and then come in here and do a quick swap to this, get our souls, and finish it up. Now, like I was saying, we have 3 bosses staring us down. First, it's going to be Yorms the Giant. Then we're going to be going up against Aldrich. And then at that point, since we have 3 Lords of Cinder, it'll warp us to the Cathedral in Lothric High Wall, and that'll take us on to the Dancer fight. So, that is what we're looking at. Let me see here. Yeah, and we're going to keep a weapon on until we get to the boss door. Trying to think about this spot in particular. Honestly, we could probably just spook and hidden body our way there. But the Orm fight, as everyone knows, I mean, as long as you do it the way you're intended to do it, it's actually a pretty much just a gimmick fight. They give you the Storm Ruler in the corner, right below Yorm. And I'm just going to get hit by that Profane Flame over and over and over again, I guess. There we go. We get on right on through there. We're also starting to hit the stopping point for this character. We're going to probably get it to about 120 and see how well we can build it for PvP to get all the rest of our covenants done. But yeah, we're not entirely sure how we're going to pull this off at this point. So anyway, we're going to take off our, beyond this, that's a problem for another time. We're going to go ahead and remove that from our list. We don't need those. We just need the Health Estus, and we're going to get rid of Fridia's Great Scythe. And that should give us enough space on our build to just grab and equip Yorm's Great Machete. Or, yeah, not Yorm's Great Machete. Yorm's Storm Ruler. Oh, and we also did Sigvard's storyline, so he is going to be joining us for this fight, as it is his oath, or his promise he made to a friend.
To uphold my promise. Let the sun shine upon this Lord of Cinder.
Anyway, point of this whole beginning part is essentially just to run around Yorm. He's going to aggro both of us, hopefully, not just me. Grab our Storm Ruler. Equip that bad boy. Sadly, I don't think you can upgrade it, so it's not like it's a weapon that becomes extremely useful over time, and you just hold the stance. You'll see it charges. Gotta wait for stamina to come back for a second, so while he's rejuvenating himself. Oof. I did not expect that attack. Not even a little bit. But we've already got the Storm Ruler, so now we can just run in and have some fun. I don't know how realistic it is. I've always always taking the side path here. I'm not sure if it's a bad idea or not, just because I always, yeah, that Profane Flame is pretty good at tracking you. So I don't know exactly how realistic it is to run at it and try to get past it. So we're just going to keep taking the side path unless someone says otherwise. Maybe I'm wrong on that, but I've never actually paid attention to a speedrunning video on how he gets through this spot specifically. So if there's a special way, I do not know it. So we're going to stick with what works and what I've always done. There we go. Bad idea. But we will finish him off with the little attacks because literally he was left at rice. Hey, Dex, thanks so much for joining us again, man. Nice to see you.
Your debt once again. My thanks. I could have not kept my promise without you. Now, for a final toast.
I guess you have to... I wanted to toast him, damn it. So accept this, bro.
And my old friend Yorm. Long may the sun shine.
Yes.
Well, the only thing you are. Well, the only you are.
This is sad. I'm not gonna look. But yes, to answer your question there, Dax, we did finally manage to take down the free day. And I do not recommend ever again doing that early. I'd say your idea of making a beeline for what's his name? Ocelot? Not Ocelot. Osiris. And getting yourself your Old Moon Greatsword. Your Blue Moon Greatsword. No, I think it's Old Moon Greatsword. Is probably a lot more feasible. Because after a little bit of research, you're not supposed to go into that area until you're like level 100. And I was doing it at like level 80, 85. So literally it was a stream of like Moonlight. Thank you there, Zan. Thank you. No, but yeah, it was a stream of about 4 hours of me dying to free day. And then finally overcame her. Yeah, no, we're not even gonna put it on YouTube, sadly. I'm just gonna make a compilation of this is why you don't do this. And it's gonna be me dying, probably for about 5 minutes over and over and over again, and then sadly, the time I did beat her, I didn't even get the footage of it. So we got it, but yeah, no. Like if you're gonna do it at that level, bring a friend. Like if you have a friend, you can totally do it at that level and get your hands on a freaking strong weapon, because now that we have Free Day Scythe, the thing is just, it's gonna stomp. We saved all of our Titanite scales. We're using them all on the Free Day Scythe. It's a freaking awesome weapon now. But was it worth it? No. No, it was not. No, I'll never do it again. Honestly, actually, no, in retrospect, The one thing I would have probably done differently is I probably should have just reallocated my stats to become a heavy a weapon character. Something with some health, something with some vitality. And that probably would have gone a lot smoother. But nonetheless, we forgot to do that. We didn't do that, so we tried to do it with a frickin' glass cannon little frickin' spellcasting character, and it went absolutely awful. Anyway, we're doing a little bit of a boss rush at this point. We pretty much did all the bull crap in this area. That is running through Irithyll Boreal Valley. We also ran through the Irithyll dungeon, got to the Profane Capital. We just took out Yorm, as you saw. And we're pretty much on a boss rush. So now that we've taken out Yorm, we're on to Aldrich. Once we take out Aldrich, it's going to zap us to the Lothric High Wall, and we'll be taking down the Dancer. The Dancer of the Boreal Valley. Actually, I think we should go to Firelink. Also, we're doing a little, so since this character's like finally starting to feel good for me, we are starting to do a little more PvP. So hopefully we can get some of those covenants done. We're starting to finally, I mean, honestly, it's kind of sad, but I mean, at this point in the game, once you get like level 90 and you've put all your stats and, you know, like similar to what I've done, I mean, you probably don't need 22 vigor. Probably to intelligence. Yeah, it's up at 51, so we're about to get it to 52. It's strong. It's pretty strong. I'm not gonna lie. We also grabbed Logan's Scroll, which gave us access to the first Soul Spear and Soul Mass. So for PvP usage, that's going to be helpful. The main thing we're fighting right now is attunement, because we only have so many slots, and I don't like using a ring. Oh, are you kidding me? I'm literally 60 souls off. Yes, 60 souls. That's what we need. Let's go kill 3 dudes, because why not? I'm just gonna not even use this. That's like so few souls, it's not worth using a soul item. But yeah. It's becoming a lot more viable in PvE. PvP, I honestly, it's hard. It's hard to really use it, just because it's nice to have a little bit of diversity, you know what I mean? I'm sure you know what I mean. You're the guy that he brought in and he was using dark magic as a sorcerer. I mean, dark magic is one of the best damage sources in the game. 32, 32, that's 60. Perfect. So, because not many armors actually defend against dark, you have a lot more bleed damage even if they have like a shield and they're blocking or whatever, so. Admittedly, it's also, I guess it's kind of hard too, because like the whole free day bit, I should say, is a lot of pain, but once you do it, it's a lot of rewards, because once you destroy free day, and I'll put this up for you real quick so you can see what I mean, but once you kill free day, you get the free day bonfire, which also gives you access to the dreg heap. Do we want to do that? Do we want to do that? Thinking we actually want to keep pushing attunement for a minute. Try to get that next slot available. Would be really nice. Especially with how close we're getting to the Grand Archives and the Scholar Ring. We get 5 levels for that ring, so. Anyway, so. The cool thing about completing the Ashes of Ariandel and killing Friday to get her bonfire is you actually will end up with a warpable bonfire to the dreg heap. And then in the dreg heap, in the first 2 areas, you have some really strong rings that are, in my opinion, totally worth grabbing. So this is the bonfire you get. That's like a normal bonfire, but this one's essentially just like a teleport bonfire. Literally, it just travels you to the Ring City DLC, if you have that. I hope you do, because it's a great DLC. That's the one I really care for, and the content in it's such a huge content pack. So, in my opinion, it's a lot more worth it. But here is where we got our hands on the Ring of Favor +3. which in this moment is, oh god, it's so strong. Honestly, I don't even need Hovel's Ring at the moment. Yeah, you brought both DLCs. Good. Yeah, so if you have both DLCs, you'll get the Ring of Favor +3, as well as the Silver Covetous Servant Ring +3. So the Silver Covetous Serpent Ring +3 gives you 35% more soul drops, and the Ring of Favor +3 is essentially the Ring of Favor, but just buffed 3 times. So I definitely recommend if you getting it done as soon as possible, because then you don't have to get literally to the end of the game to get this area. Because the only other way to get this area is to get to the kiln of the first flame, and we'll show that off when we get there as well. But anyway, like I said, we are on to Anor Londo. And again, I was so happy to see Anor Londo in this game when I did my playthrough. Like, walking up on the giant cathedral that we all remembered. Through the spiraling staircase, the elevating spiraled staircase. Actually, through the Darkmoon tomb. That was just such a, like, awesome moment for me. I was, like, almost in tears. I was like, this is the best game ever. I love this game so much. Anyway, this Aldrich fight is another fight where it's kind of... Oh, yes. Now that I think about it, we got Silver Knights we got to contend with. Do we want to deal with them? Only 4 souls. Yeah, fuck them. Almost gonna run by. Fuck off. And fuck off. And we go to the right. I know I never grabbed the item up there, but it's only like, I think it's just honestly bolts. Bunch of like moonlight bolts, so dark damage bolts, I'm pretty certain. Oh, ouch. Lovely. It might actually be magic damage, now that I think about it, moonlight, but here we go. Aldrich fight. This is where fire spells are going to come in handy, because he's a abyss guy. Oh, I love this soul mass thing he does. Please, keep spamming it for me, please. I love it. Oh, fuck off. Fuck off. Kinda wish I had Chaos Fire Orb, as that would be a good one for this fight. Alright, and now with this gate, he's going to come up in either one of those corners. Yeah. Oh, no. Calm the arrows down, my dude. Oh, yeah, soul arrow. Forgot he got that. Oof. Yeah. That was annoying. Yeah, I think he got... That's awesome. I love when that happens. He gets the protection from the pillar, but me? Absolutely not. Shot right above it. Fuck off! Fuck off! Oh, yes, you missed the first one, so you had to shoot a second one at me. I love it. Love it, my dude. I can do fight range stuff, too. Oh, I fucking fizzled right before him. I never realized it would do that. Whew. there we go. More Lords of Ascender. And this is our little cutscene that's going to warp us to the Dancer fight. So here we go. Yeah, no, it's not terrible. With Pyros, it's because he's Abyss. The Abyss, every Abyss creature hates fire. That's the word I was looking for. That's why a lot of the times when I went back to the first game, I was wondering if like that actually carried through or not, because I was like, you know, fire damage is kind of how you handle the Abyss guys. In the third game, like anything from the Abyss dies in like one hit from fire, if it's like a normal enemy.
Prince Lothric is in your hands. Please save his soul. Tell him what he must do.
Can't skip that. There we go. We can't skip this. And the priestess dies. Now, the cool thing is, if you don't just charge forward at the basin where the statue's beheading itself, you can actually back off and go restock your goodies before the fight. Right down here at Vort's Bonfire. Now the Dancer, man. Before we take on the Dancer, I'm going to go ahead and just have one quick word. I got family in town, as I've said to the YouTube recording before, but just so you know, Dex, since you're joining us tonight, I do have family in town. I'm going to try to get them to be a little quieter, because I'm sure they're coming through the mic. So give me 1 sec. I'm going to go have a chat with them, go ahead and mute myself, and yeah, I'll be back in just a moment. And we're back. Hopefully it's going to make it a little quieter. But honestly, no guarantees. We may just cut the stream a little short tonight, sadly. Anyway, so what we're doing now is we're going to go ahead and get our level up in. Yet another point toward attunement. I think at 30 we get our next slot, so because there's no ring to buff attunement other than the slot rings, and the only slot ring that I think is really worth using is the Dark Moon ring, which you need 10 proofs of a Concord kept to actually... of course. Well, my game just crashed. Feels good. Let's go ahead and relaunch. At least OBS didn't crash this time, so the game's crashing on its own now. It doesn't bring the whole fucking computer down with it. Got some of that liquid Dark Soul, some nice coffee. Gotta admit, I'm kind of like wondering if I should get that mod that skips all the intros. Kind of tired of seeing Bandai Namco and From Software. It's like, I appreciate you guys. You guys made an awesome freaking game. But I'm so sick of seeing those messages come up. I'm sure someone's also in the same boat. I know they did it for Dark Souls 1. Alright, again, so this time, warping to Firelink Shrine. And getting our attunement level up. And then we'll be pushing the Dancer of Boreal Valley using the Dancer's Twin Blades, which are essentially the same weapons the Pontiff used. They were made to mirror his weapons. And sadly, I've heard they're kind of trash. Like, split damage weapons have always been something I've loved to see in like Monster Hunter games, but in this game that just doesn't make sense. They're not strong enough. So attunement 28, so we need 2 more levels, I believe, to get our next slot. We get 5 slots at that point. We'll be able to put on our Homing Soul Mass, Soul Spear, the dregs. Oh, the other thing we got from the Dreg Keep was the black Great Soul Dregs. The Dark Magic spell, which is super strong. A large circle as well. Like the hitbox for it's pretty huge. So in PvP, it's I wouldn't say great, but it's workable in my opinion. I have had some pretty decent hits with it, especially when people are trying to get away in Estus. I mean, yeah, they may get their Estus, but you take that Estus all away from them with that spell, so they're still have to worry about like either double Estusing or, you know, whatever. And sometimes that's just what you got to deal with. Sometimes people don't want to do cordial duels. It's something we've been running into a lot lately, sadly. But what you gonna do? It is part of the game. Anyway, these cool sights, man. I love these sights. Yeah, I see you with the crossbow. Wait for them to pass each other. And aggro them and a little bit of a stagger. You'll turn around and be all like, whoa, bro. And I'm going to be like, peace, bro. It's Dancer time. Now, I actually don't recall the Dancer weaknesses. I think she's actually weak to lightning, which is kind of just your SOL as a intelligence build. You're going to be relying on other means, but I actually think she's also pretty resistant to frost, so these sides might not work really well for her. But they will be great on the next boss, which is the Dragon Slayer armor, and admittedly, I do plan on using a NPC summon for that, just because... And we'll get there when we get there. Dancer fight's what we're doing now. Yeah, buddy. Now this is actually a pretty tough fight. Like, I've never really looked up strats for it, but I just don't really appreciate it for being a tough fight, honestly. I don't believe you can parry her, so we're not going to try that. Oh, we took that hit. Oh, I didn't get my jump. That was unfortunate. Really just wanted to jump. Makes me think though, like, if she's resistant... She's probably resistant to magic. Normal magic, that is. If I had to guess, probably weak to fire. Cause most... Actually, I don't know. Cause the Boreal Outrider Knights, I don't think are weak to fire. And they're frost creatures. And she is technically another Boreal Outrider Knight. Okay. I love Lothric Knights. They're my favorite. I was at the tip, really? You're standing on my souls. I just want my bloodstain, please. Ha! Look at me go. There we go. She's gonna get her second sword now. She's gonna get her crazy spin move. Oh my god. I used the wrong Estus. I could have swore I switched. That's another reason for me to get... I just need to get my hands on a Corsair keyboard. As soon as I do that, life will become so much easier. There won't be a click. Honestly, I used to love this, Fuck off. Let me in the fog. Oh, thank God. God, I hate how big she is sometimes. Can cover so much area. I don't think you can riposte her, but she kind of looks like she just went into a riposte animation. That's her done. So yeah, she's honestly not a hard fight. Like, I remember her. I could have swore she was going to give me a lot more issues than that. I think we only died twice. Which, I mean, isn't great, but I still blame the fact that I'm not using a melee-based character. And a cleric would do so well. Lightning damage is so strong. Anywho, enough wishing I had lightning damage. We're going to... I forgot to do that. I spoke on it to begin with. I said, you know, a great thing to do in these fights is to use the symbol of avarice after the fight, 'cause that works on boss soul drops, but I don't think I've done it yet. I'd space on it. Just happy to get through. I think that's just a bad habit I've picked up from doing this playthrough, man, because like, there were certain bosses here that just were so tough that by the end of it, I was just like, we're alive, you know? Like, oh my god. Rejoice. Anyway, so level up. 29. We're at 97, so we got about 23 more levels, and we are officially hitting the meta spot. So, sadly, I don't think we're going to get very many more Dark Moon invasions. Or Dark Moon summons, I should say. That may have become a thing of the past at this point. So, we could go back and do either Aldrich Faithful. We could try Watchdogs. Soon we'll be getting into the area where people are hitting playthrough 2 and doing the Watchdogs Covenant, but... yeah, let's just be a Sunbro. Screw it. And since we're so close, I think I have... this is actually not something I've been able to collect, so don't think this is like straight up things. I just found straight 10 of these things, but doing PvP a lot. When you find a group that's still down with the whole cordial, have a good time thing, you'll have them a lot of time be gracious in the fact that, like, if you keep seeing them, you keep invading them, you end up trading items, and they can tell. Most of the time, people can tell if you're like, you know, low level, high level, like where you're at, where your skill level's at, how long you've been playing. And that said, we had someone dropped us 10 soul of a great champion, which isn't even an item you can get in new game, or the regular standard new game cycle. You have to get all the way to new game plus, I believe, for that one to drop. So, yeah, we don't even have to really think about leveling anymore. He also dropped me these, the soul of a weary warrior. So all of these items, the 10 of these, the 9 of these, those actually I didn't grab this playthrough, so just kind of keep that in mind. But that said, there are easy places to farm souls. Especially with if you get the symbol of avarice and you have like a nice little min-max type build like we did in the Pontiff's area, the Irithil Boreal Valley, using dark damage on those guys. It goes quick. They're all one-shots. Or fire damage even, one-shots. Chaos Firework, man. Like I've said, it does damage. It does its own work. But I think we need to see here. We'll go ahead and drop 2 of these. Gets us to 40. We'll drop 3 of these. Gets us to 55, and that'll give us our last attunement slot that we want. Just kidding. We need 2,000 more. So it's also at about the 50,000 mark at level, you know, 90, whatever we are, 97, 98, that the level requirement starts to get pretty big. Like the jumps between each level begin like 1 to 2,000 per level. Sell item. Let's see here. Yep, that'll get us there. 58. Level up. And 30. So we got our 5th slot now. For PvP, that means we can now reorganize this a little bit. and put Soul Mass here, and for PvE, I feel like Chaos Fire Orb is better than Bed of Vestiges. Bed of Vestiges is great for PvP, but since we're mainly doing PvE in this moment, we're going to go ahead and use Fire Orb. It's not terrible in PvP, but it's not great either. It's a lot less likely to hit. We also just unlocked the Lothric Castle, where we can now take on Osiris and the Dragon Slayer armor. And I haven't really decided. I mean, honestly, we could just run on over to Osiris and see how that goes. Like, I know you're supposed to be like level 100 around this area, so we're right on the cusp of it. We should be able to pull it off. And if I have problems, we may just summon in our buddy Hawkwood, which I'm sure we could go talk to him again. Oh, he's already gone. Oh, I bet he dropped his shield outside then already. Cool. Good to know. We're moving on all the storylines. Now, also, now that we've gotten the castle unlocked, Grey Rat will want to go on another scavenging mission. I will not be sending him on that mission because there is nothing you gain from it, and it literally just kills Grey Rat, and I'd rather keep Grey Rat alive, because I like Grey Rat. Sue me. Banser Bonfire. Realized we probably already had it set there, but I'm goofing and switching menus and stuff. That's what I do. Also, Dex, I don't know if you noticed, but we had some pretty good growth the other night. We hit our goal of 15 followers, and actually, at the same day, I fucking hit the 20 follower mark, which was going to be my next goal, but I never had time to actually adjust the goal on stream. So we have a new goal of 25. If we can hit 25 by the end of next month, then we achieve our goal. Excited for that, man. This community's growing quick. It's not huge, but hey, it's still here. That's what matters. Every little bit counts. Anywho, now we're going to go ahead and place the basin at this statue that literally beheads itself. I love that. There's so many like references to beheading in the Lothric Castle. It's kind of nuts. What? That is so... I loved this scene the first time I saw it, man. It's such a wild scene. Although I've always had the question of how the hell did you get the bowl in there? With the sword where it's at. And a ladder drops down. Ba-bam. Yeah, I'm thinking we'll go to the Kasum King's Garden first, just because it is how you get the Moonlight Greatsword, and I think that would be a great counter to Ultra Greatswords in PvP, because that's the one thing we're running into. It's like anyone we go up against who's using an Ultra Greatsword with like a strengthy, poisey type build, will stomp us every time with these scythes. The scythes are great for other scenarios, but not that. That's like the counter to these scythes, so... Cathedral Knights. I don't know. Weak to dark? I feel like there won't be weak to dark. Fire? Not really. Ouch. Sir. Sir. Sir, calm down. I really don't want to get hit by that blessed weapon you got buffed. That'll kill him. Frostbite. Yeah, buddy. And we may go back to the Ashes of Ariandel to grab a spell that I missed. Alright, it's not that I missed it, it's just I didn't grab it because it's in another spot that I don't like to go. Because there's those damn crabs, man. I don't like crabs. Not even a little. Actually, I can't say that. I like crab and the California rolls and sushi. Those are good. That's it. Other than that, X-nay on the crabs. Ooh, baby. Titanite chunks. Those will help us level up our Court Sorcerer staff. Can we target? Yeah, we can. Come on, target him. Target him. Please. No? Okay. Abyss Boy. Die by fire. Yeah, buddy. And we got another view. The shield bashes, man. I get so tired of the shield bash. Nope. And I'm not sure if that means he can't be parried. I've actually never looked. Oh my god, that's so early. I hate how long they delay. Okay, Poise Boy. Oh, are you kidding me? I forgot they get great heal. See, I'm wondering if that's just a non-blockable attack. Or parryable. Oh my god. That's what we got. Yeah, no. The shield bash. I didn't expect the shield bash. I should expect the shield bash. They freaking love the shield bash. That's a good question. I've actually never looked it up, so we're gonna look it up. What the hell are these guys weak to? Can we abuse them? Lightning and Frost. Yeah, I had a feeling the Frost was doing pretty damn good against him. Sadly, there is no real good way for us to abuse him, because you know, we could go back to Irithyll or Ariandel and yeah, you know what? I think we're gonna go ahead. Yeah, it does so much damage. And I think it gets around his shield too. Large shard, alright. These guys are capable of dropping the chunks as well, but it's a rarer drop. Anyway, get back on. Head on down. Going around. And stuff like that, yeah. There we go. So, we shall... he dropped me some. See what he gave us. Large shard. I don't know if I should keep trying to parry this guys. I jumped a little early. Come on. Oh, we ship damage you at this point. Thanks for the shard, bruh. So we just want our flippin' shortcut. That's literally all we want. These things are pains in the butt. So they do get up. See, I've always wondered if they got up. But I've always killed them first, so never gave them a chance to get up, I guess. Probably not a bad idea. Dark gem and no drop. Alright. Oh, it got me. I didn't even realize I was standing in it. There we go. Got some claws, the shadow set, and black fire bombs. Grab another large shard. I guess he did drop me something. It just took a second for it to come in. Large shard. I'm just gonna run around this entire little spot and grab all our goodies. Pretty sure there's what should we call it? A sacrifice ring. The other end. A chunk, excuse me, not a shard. Just because you never know when it might be nice to have a ring of sacrifice. Those suckers come in handy later in the game. And now we'll go ahead and grab the shortcut. And cure our poison, because we're no longer going to be running through that. Well, we're going to run through this spot, but it's not going to be enough to poison us. Or toxin us. One more heal. And we'll grab the shortcut and take on the old consumed king. Dude, bro. Die, dude, bro. Heck yeah, some scales. Put those into our weapon. See, I'm wondering if that's why we're not seeing any invasions at the moment. It's because weapon matchmaking is keeping us out. Because we're not technically strong enough yet. People probably have... what would be the equivalent? So it would be +7, maybe +8 weapons. So we need a +4 scythe. Or +4 or +8 catalyst to be matchmaking with the people at this level. As far as new characters go. Sadly, most people at this point in the game have +10 shit that they just drop down. High level stuff and no longer have to worry about anything, so we kind of are in an unfortunate situation with that. That said, I think it's... Did I grab the item on the other side of this wall? Yeah, I did. Good. So let's see how many scales we've saved up. We got 5. Oh, 5. I'm not sure if I bought the one off of Grey Rat already. If he still has his, then we have enough to do a level up on our scythe. But if not, then we're kind of SOL. Sorry, had to close the door. Roommates were being loud AF. No, you may not go to Lothric.
But if you, I meant...
We are not allowing that. That's where he got caught to begin with. We had to save him. So we ain't doing that again. I mean, I would, but they don't give you the option to, so. Let's go ahead. Actually, crap, no, I wanted to buy from him. Yeah, darn, we got it off of him already. So we're going to have to get further into Lothric Castle before we can get an upgrade on this bad boy. Trying to think where would the closest scale be in Lothric Castle. Because I know there's a few there. But I think, sadly, they're all a little ways up. Near the Dragon Barracks. Which, if that's the case, then it's kind of a pain in the butt. It's not like a hard run up there or anything, or hard fight up there, but it's just a little further out of the way than I wanted to go. That said, let's just try it out. We'll see how far we have to go to get a scale. We're literally one scale away from being able to get this weapon to +4. As far as chunks go, I think we need 2 more to get our next upgrade on our... Boy, we don't want none of that. I forgot the cleric's gonna heal him. That would have killed him if it wasn't for the cleric. Eeps. I do seem to recall killing the cleric first thing when I went in there. It's unfortunate that I spaced. Not that unfortunate, I mean, gosh. But gotta love environment. Yeah, that's right, boy. Don't bust. You don't get to buff him with Sacred Oath. We don't want none of that. I miss my parry. You can't parry stances. Maybe you can. But I don't think you can parry that one, because that one's the heavy attack. I totally forgot they'll go into their weapon stance. Like, I love how the enemies in this game actually know how to use the weapon arts. At least most of them. I mean, there's a ringed knight. There's 2 ringed knights that wield great swords. And they don't tend to use the weapon art, sadly. It's like, that would be super... I mean, they're already super intimidating without the weapon art. But, I mean, for them to be actually skilled with the weapon art would be actually pretty awesome. Alright, we'll grab that shortcut a while later. Unfortunately, there's just no way to grab it yet. We're going to go ahead and kill. No. Sacred Oath for you. Yes, you love to shield bash. I remember now. I forgot for a moment. But you have reminded me. Seriously? These small hallways make my character so claustrophobic. There we go. One pain in the butt Lothric Knight down, and honestly, I've never liked the spear ones. Like, the sword guys, they are actually pretty aggressive, so you can parry them. Fairly easily, just because they're going to start swinging at you. The guys with the great shields, they sit behind their shield all day. And if they attack you, it's like they attack you with a shield. That was unfortunate. I thought he was actually going into an attack. I was wrong. Very, very wrong. Ooh, I just realized we have another Estus Flash Shard. Forgot to use that. Yeah, it is a reversed candlestick they use as a weapon. I love it. It was the cleric in the cathedral with the candlestick. Anyway, this is the only odd part of the game where they actually give you a boss armor before you meet the boss. Because this is actually Lothric himself uses the Robes of Prayer. I mean, it's not a great armor, don't get me wrong, it's nothing special. Lorien's armor is the one you want. But that said, it is interesting that they actually, now that I think about it, do give you a boss armor prior to the boss. Alrighty. Bye-bye. Now, yeah, you can see him up there is one of the most aggressive Jester. That cape animation is smooth. You talk about the character, the Farron cape Jester there, and also welcome to the stream, my dude. Oof, I don't like going into that last phase because it leaves you totally dry on stamina. But nevertheless, sometimes it's necessary, and if you can get the kill shot with it, do it. Okay, I hate this spot. There's a guy up there. Oh, I already got his attention. He's going to start throwing Lloyd talismans, which will keep us from being able to... No, I'll put the stats on the stream for you, my dude. Just give me 1 second to get away from the Lloyd Talisman dude, because I freaking hate him. But honestly, it took until about getting to level 95 for this build to really feel useful. So it's not something I'd recommend going straight for. But we got a little bit of health on us. We got some vigor, got some attunement, got our 5th slot. Intelligence up at 51. Trying to get it to 55. Just so we can use the Scholar Ring and maybe save on a few stat points there. a little bit of dex. We're using scythes. It's honestly, we've had some success in PvP. Not much though. There's honestly, unfortunately, what I've been getting into a lot of right now, and we just don't have the counter for it yet, is the ultra great sword users, guys with lots of poise and long reach with a heavy weapon. So it's like the perfect counter to my scythe build right now. But against people with rapiers and straight swords and almost anything else, we've been doing pretty damn well. Other than a couple of silly mistakes that, you know, people make silly mistakes. It's just going to happen. So yeah, this is the... I'm out of Estus. I can't Estus. I hate Lloyd talismans so much. Like, PvP, it's fun. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to shame someone for using Lloyd talismans at any point. But PvE, come on, dude. Like, really? We have to give the freaking environment... I think my game just crashed. Lovely. Oh, I like it. Chunky boys, oh, you meet me too. Oh, man, I feel you. Unfortunately, because we went into a load screen there, my game crashed. And at least, I mean, it seems like I fixed at least part of it, because it used to bring my OBS down with it. At least now it's not doing that. But, nah, I feel you, man. The Chunky boys, man. They are definitely tough to get past. That's why I'm trying to get my hands, as far as this character goes, I'm trying to get my hands on the Moonlight Greatsword. Just because it's a greatsword kind of really intended for intelligence builds. I forgot, I gotta adjust that too real quick. So while this is loading up, so I'm not blaring everyone's eardrums out with the game audio, I was doing a little bit of a co-op moment, and that meant I had to decompress the background noise coming from my desktop. There we go. Now it should be not so loud, a little more bearable. Yes, it is actually a soul weapon from Osiris. That's one of the reasons, only reason I haven't taken on Osiris yet. I know I'm at the point where I can, but I really want to get one more Titanite scale for these scythes, because Osiris is weak to both lightning and frostbite. And these scythes are essentially the trick to these the Frida scythe. That's what this is it gives up the bleed damage for some lightning, or not lightning, frost damage, which of course a lot of things in Lothar Castle are not a fan of. Yeah, we'll go ahead and... I don't know how I feel about Soul Mouse just yet. Oh god. Tetra Pony. I see that. What's up, my dude? Nice to see you again. Thank you so much for the donation. Always, always, always appreciate it. Can't stress it enough, my dude. I think that was your biggest donation yet. Mostly passing by. It's all good, dude. Like I said, it's just nice to see you come back, man. It's always duties to do. I feel ya. Work to be done. Gotta be an adult sometimes. But either way, dude, I really appreciate you coming by. I really appreciate the donation, and thank you so much, my dude. I always enjoy having you here. Next time, hopefully you can stick around a little longer, and we'll have some laughs. Jester, I'm doing Vord's Hammer right now. It's pretty great. Oh my god, dude, I agree. Honestly, Vort's Hammer is pretty on point. I'm not gonna lie. I've always enjoyed that weapon, especially for the Dragon Slayer fight, or the Dragon Slayer armor, I should say. For that fight in particular, that weapon is king. You gonna come down? There we go. Gotcha. Some twinkling. I am a glass cannon. Please don't break the glass, please. At least this isn't an ascended wing knight, man. I don't like the wing knights with the dual hatchets. They are pains in the butt. I'm trying to recall what they hate. I think they hate dark. That did some pretty good damage, but so did he. I ran into a corner, let me heal really quickly. This should kill him. I lied. It's gonna leave him at rice. Oh, I hate you. Ugh. Divine Pillars of Light. Miscellaneous tax tip. If you are near switching brackets and taxes, you can make tax deductions or make money disappear by giving it to charity. So if you lose less money by taxes, sounds immoral, but also helps you out. Thank you so much, Tetrapony. I take it you're are you a tax guy? Is that what you're up to over here? Is that why you're busy right now? Everyone's hitting you up for the taxes? Accountant, I believe, would be the correct name I'm looking for. I'll take that tip, my dude. I think that actually is something we're going to have to consider fairly soon, just because with the combined income of me and my wife, we're probably going to be reaching that next bracket. Run my own business and a few employees. Oh, right on, dude. Entrepreneur over here. Very nice. We will still take the tax tip, because tax tips are always welcome here. God knows that's going to be a big deal for me pretty soon here. Sadly, without the government. Oh, come on, let me ask this. I just want to ask this. Anyway, we won't get into that. Let's keep politics out of here. To get donation money in different contracts. Catching up here on the chat real quick. Sometimes it's easier to make employees get donation money or different contracts, but they lose most money by tax axing. It makes my tax filings like a clusterfuck. Oof. And as far as Jester, by the way, I gotta say, Jester, nice freaking name. But I like where it's coming from. But again, to answer your question, Jester, we actually used. God, what weapon did we use? The way I did it is not a way I would recommend anyone ever do it. Let me just start with that. So I think I used the standard. Let me see if I even have it on me. I think I took it off because I'm sick of seeing the thing. Yeah, I took it off. The standard Great Scythe, I think is what it's called. You get it at the Undead Settlement. And I buffed it with... I was kind of playing around with the idea of doing a sharp infusion was recommended by another viewer, but I ended up doing a deep infusion. So, dark damage. And we also used a lot of spells. I think we used Great Soul Arrow and Heavy Soul Arrow. Thank you so much again, my man, for the donations. Always appreciate it. But back to what I was saying. I mean, not Tetra away. It's always fun to have you here, man. Hopefully, we catch up with you again sometime. Hope your taxes go a little smoother for you. But anyway, so yeah, like I said, I would never recommend actually using sorceries on free day. It was. I'm not gonna lie. It was about a 4-hour stream of me dying to free day, and yeah, that's not gonna be a stream I upload either. But eventually, I got good enough at the fight that I was able to do it like that. But my recommendation is, depending on what soul level you are, I was around 80s. With 80 soul level, you should be able to think about stats for a second. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, you could go heavy. I mean, I don't know. 80 is still a little light, honestly, but I would recommend either a strength build. Honestly, like a pure melee. Don't put any points into faith or anything like that, or any intelligence, I should say. Faith, actually, I could see working, because faith specifically, if you were to do that, you could get lightning spears or any lightning damage at all. And Friday is weak to lightning, as well as dark. So that's kind of the give and take you have, and we really had to abuse weaknesses to make it happen this early in the game. So, like I said, honestly, I would never recommend another person do that. It was a pain in the butt, and it was a hard lesson to learn. But I'm sure you could pull it off if you had a friend with you, perhaps, or if not, like I said, a melee build would do pretty well. Something with lots of health that you can take a little bit of a punishment, but I'm at soul level 45 with +2 Vort. Just got into Catacombs. Don't know what level to do Ariandel. Honestly, oh my god, I hate the Lloyd's Talisman guy. I'm just going to get away from him for a second. I would recommend doing Friday at like level 100. Like, I think the intention was that you go back to Ariandel after doing Lothric Castle. So, somewhere around that area is where I would take on Ariandel. I did it as I got to Pontiff Sullivan. That's where actually I decided to pull it off. But the only thing about Friday is you got to know that she's actually immune to frost damage. So Vort's Hammer will not be a good choice for that fight. Same with Ariandel. Father Ariandel is also immune to... got freaking hit again. Also immune to frost is what I'm trying to say. Just realizing. Left myself on an open-ended moment there. Yeah, no, I feel you, man. It's tough. Yeah, honestly, pretty much what Muffin just said. If you're solo, then you probably just want to wait till you're at Lothric Castle. I mean, it kind of sucks because a lot of things at Lothric Castle are really weak to frost. So it's a great weapon to have by this point. But since you have Vort's Hammer, I'd say don't even worry about it. Honestly, Vort's Hammer is going to work better against certain bosses like the Dragon Slayer armor anyway. Because he's not only weak to frost, he'll also be weak to strike. And since that weapon is literally mixing his two weaknesses together, you're going to get some seriously good damage on him. Where this weapon will actually suffer a little bit because of the fact that it's slash. And it's not a heavy hitting one, but it is great for its frostbites. I mean, it's kind of a give and take that I'm trying to do and pull off. I've done so many strength builds that I'm kind of just sick and tired of doing strength builds. So this is me kind of branching out and trying something new. Yeah, that's true, Muffin. I really did. I did that fight about the hardest way you could. And it was not fun. Alright, let's pay attention for a second and just kill this guy. There we go. Got our Great Lance. And we have enough souls for a level up, so let's go see what we're going to put our next point to. We got our 30 attunement. So, probably go back into dumping points into intelligence. I'm trying to get the most humanly possible out of our spells to make this spellcasting build work. Sorry about this real quick. Just gotta write something down for the wife. There you go, intelligence, like we said.
Farewell, Ashen One. May the flames guide thee.
Just give me 1 sec. I gotta get something done really quick. Please bear with me. I apologize for this little inconvenience. Alright. Sorry about that. We are back. But yeah, Jester, I don't know if you're still here or not. Hopefully you stuck around. If not, then I guess I'll just stay this for the YouTube viewers. I would definitely recommend sticking with your Vort's Hammer for now and waiting for Ariandel a little bit longer. Or actually, probably about double your level. I would say do it at 90 at the earliest, is my opinion. If you're going to solo it, 90 is the absolute minimum, and it's going to be an endurance fight. Actually, I wanted to look. Did I ever get a scale here? Because I know that's what we're essentially pushing forward for. No, we still need one more scale. And we have 2 slabs at this point, so we could actually get, I think, +4 and +5 almost immediately. Just have a really strong weapon. Don't know though. We might hold off on that. I do believe right ahead of us we do at least get 1 scale here though, so I was right. No scales inside of the first areas of Lothric Castle, but by Dragon Barracks, so you get the bridge with all the dragons on it. And I know for a fact the dragons themselves drop scales, as well as I'm pretty sure there's a couple dropped scales, or pickups for scales, in the ledges below the bridge. So we're going to have the dragon fly in, we're going to drop down. Yeah, there's no item over there. Got our undead bone shard. Gonna go to fire, just in case these abyss guys wake up and start dealing damage to us. Pretty sure we can take them out before they switch. I lied. Okay. Almost thought I missed the second hit on that. That was going to make me really sad. And I am really sad, I should say. I wasted fireball there, but oh well. Got a chunk here. Probably another chunk, yeah. This will help our catalyst along. Good night. Some fire urns, I'm pretty sure. Or lightning urns, excuse me, not fire urns. Come on, give me the damn crystal lizard. Oh, but yeah, I'm not worried about souls there, Zan, honestly. I'm just looking to get my scale. That's all we want is our scale. And the crystal lizard was just being uncooperative. Ouch. That sucked. Just wanted to get my freaking scale. Everything's gonna try to kill me. Ah, well, he did. Yeah, no way. We may just have to try a quit out to get that scale. I don't know if he drops a scale or not, but... Enough with the throwing knives. A soul spear. I didn't even think a soul spear. For some reason, honestly, I feel like the crystal lizards, the giant ones at least, are very resistant to magic. Because they're crystal, so I didn't think... Honestly, soul spear wasn't even an idea that came to mind for me. Oh, yes. Everyone, throw your knives. All together now. I love this spot. Have I ever mentioned that thieves are my favorite characters in this game? Yeah. Bet you didn't see that coming. No, actually, I'm lying. I hate thieves. Thieves are annoying. They're little daggers. Usually hits hard enough anyways. Alright. I see what you're saying. We'll give it a shot. I know I did. I'm just being extremely sarcastic because I just love them so much. Yeah, I didn't use a spear. And I lost all my souls. You're alive, praise the sun. Yes, Dex has been here. He's cool, he's good. He came by last night as well. Stopped by for a quick minute. I feel like Dex shows up as soon as I start having issues. Like, Dex shows up and I die. Dex, you gotta stop doing that to me. It all comes back to that Dark Souls 1 summon you did. Or invasion you did. We're doomed for the rest of our lives. That's gonna hit the floor. Yeah, that Soul Spear did half the Crystal's health. Crystal Lizard's health. That was definitely not going to get me what I was hoping for. You little... Enough with the throwing knives. Nah, I'm pretty sure the lizards got adjusted in this version. Just because of how easy it was to just annihilate them with spells in the other games. So they got a little more magic resistance. Make them a little tankier from us. Alright, please be a halberd. Yes, he's a halberd. And he's not the smartest guy. Ah, the spin to win. Yeah, cuck. I realized it was spin to win as I jumped at him, and I was like, this is gonna kill me. Yo, bro. Yo, bro. Calm down. Oh my god, he's doing it again. What level is my catalyst? It is... I want to say level 7? Plus 7? I don't know what it is about me. Like, I feel like I'm close enough to them that they shouldn't be doing the spin to win bullshit. Like, usually that's a ranged deal. Like, when you're farther away, they jump at you and spin to win, but I'm getting some really bad RNG with them right now. Especially because I don't think that's an attack I can even... That was a bad idea. Did you really just... You little cockbites. I swear to God. Little lizard's gonna get away now. Yeah. I can't believe he just critical backstabbed me. That is actually kind of annoying. I am annoyed. I just want my damn lizard. The lizard is bait. Such good bait. So good that I keep doing it. I've got an idea. No, don't. Okay, that works actually. Are you kidding me? No, come back. I got my lizard. It wasn't even a scale. What a disappointment. Where is the door? How did I not go through that? If I just had a little more vitality, I could put some armor on. More than just the one piece of armor I'm using. I want my souls back. I hear you guys. Yeah, no, fuck it. I don't want the items over there. I don't care anymore. I think it's just a stupid crossbow anyway. It's like honestly like one of the worst crossbows in the game. We just want a scale. I know there's a scale coming up now, but I was hoping that, you know, we will. We're gonna give it, friggin' We'll give it one more try. it's just twinkling, I had a feeling, but we will in fact spear them to victory. Oh. Alright. He's just not very smart. I'm gonna give him a minute. Let him do his thing. Overkill. Just the super overkill. I don't even care. We beat him. Good night. Bam. It's you. Time for some vengeance. Yeah, I was right. It's just a crappy crossbow. Not quite a scale. Which is what we're here for. But I know the room we're coming up on pretty quick here has said scales, so guess where I'm going next. Did that really just... you little cockbite. Okay, are you gonna come at me now? Come at me, bro. No, I didn't want to fall down the hole. Nope, I'm out of FP. It's dark? Maybe? Dark. All the raw gems, man. Why so many raw gems? Pretty sure at 20 dex you get enough scaling off most weapons to go with a 20 dex or 20 strength, you get more than enough scaling to overcome a raw gem. Can snipe with it. That's funny. Yeah. Snipe with the sniper crossbow. I'm pretty sure you can snipe with all crossbows in this game. It's kind of a nice change they made. Mr. Lloyd's Talisman. We love that guy. Anyway, we should be getting our little scale here now that we're pretty much at the boss door of... Oh yeah, Great Soldier X, dude. That was another thing we got in the Dreg Heap. That was another little bonus we got for taking on Frida early. Now you guys, I don't know if you're gonna... Yeah, dark damage is decent. We're out of FP. And they don't care about frost, so this, I think, gonna help me here. Are they immune to fire or not? That's one question. They're angry. He's so angry. I don't like it when he's angry. Anyway. Why am I not surprised? Just gonna sneak a narrow past the wall. Like you did last time. And it's gonna zero right in on me. Dude, bro. Oh, dude, bro, you made a mistake. I was gonna shoot you with lightning, but now you get a nice physical death. Yeah, it's probably not a good idea. We're not gonna test my parry abilities against a great axe guy, because he hits pretty hard. Like that. And you can't parry jumping attacks. No! Damn it. I didn't want to roll that far. Can't catch a break, can you? Nope. Nope, no breaks. Can't catch a break for me. Ouch. But we're about to get some decent frickin' souls. Good lord, I didn't realize how late it was already. Alright, you. Yeah, we'll just do it. We beat the big Outrider Knight. I don't know. It's hard to rhyme that one, I guess. I'm trying. We get a bunch of chests. Spirit Tree, Cross Shield. The one scale we came down here for. Twinkling Titanite. I think this is 2 chunks. No, it's 2 twinkling. God, you get a lot of twinkling this game. I don't feel like there's very many good options for it either. I mean, there's like the Fume Greatsword, yeah, but not that great. Spear guy dead. Greatsword guy also dead. Cookies, thank you so much for the follow, my man. Helping us get toward that 25 goal. Getting closer and closer, but anyhow, I hope you're enjoying the show, my man. Thank you so much. I almost wonder if he named himself Cookies, just so he could hear. Just tuned in. Pretty good stream, I like your voice. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. We have been putting a lot more effort into the stream lately, so it's nice to hear it's actually paying off. Off my ladder, boy. Alright, so he's coming at us. Plus I'm big, so it felt suiting. I dig it, I dig it. Personally, I don't partake, but everyone I know does. I used to. Just can't do it anymore. Oh, I forgot you're down here. Hello. Yeah, little cockbite. Oh, I love this weapon so much. This is a dangerous spot to be running around now that I think about it. Let's not do that. We will do this though. No, go back over there. We're gonna have fun. Oh, you broke it. I was gonna blow you up. Some fire for you. Some fire for you. Fire for everybody. Oh. Guess those guys aggroed. Interesting. I thought you always had to come up here to get those ones to sprint down at you. Just gotta run, run, run. Don't hit the barrels. Have mercy. Or, you know, just die. Works too. I just wanted to try this. Feels good. Oh, Dexter, what is going on? Alright, you guys officially are gonna make me have to put a top donor up. The donation war might have to be a thing. Dexter, I really appreciate it, my dude. All the support. Any little bit honestly counts. Like I said when you guys when Tetris first started donating, I was going, you know, like, honestly, follows. Follows are what we're going for right now. Let's get affiliate. Donations are awesome, don't get me wrong. We're not going to turn them away. But, oh my god, dude, that's awesome. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Well, you guys are gonna, I think at this point, we gotta be getting close. I'm gonna have to double check the total. I need to put the goal up next. That's another thing I need to do. But, right now, my going thing is, I am matching every donation that we receive on the channel out of my own pocket so that we can get a Logitech C920 webcam, and we'll be putting a face on the stream as well. So we might be getting there pretty quick with how things are going these last couple of days. Maybe make that the, I don't know, we'll do it for some kind of reveal. Maybe it'd be 25 followers or we have to figure it out. I'll put some thought into it, but that's what we're looking at. I know. The legendary fume face. I'll tell you right now, it's not that special. Let's not get any hopes up. You're going to see a lot of 5 o'clock shadow, I'll tell you that right now. Face that legendary form. Much appreciated, guys. Much appreciated. Well, we got our scales. We can go on, and honestly, I guess at this point we'll get the shortcut into Lothric Tower. And the Dragon Slayer armor shortcut. So yeah, I guess we're taking on 5 bosses this stream. We started with 3. We're going to end it with probably these next 2. It is coming on 1 a.m. So yeah, looks like that's the game plan. Didn't know how much progress we were going to make, honestly, with how the first part of this run through is gone, man. I had that 4 hours into Frida. And what else was there? There was like probably about 1 straight hour of the Crystal Sage, which was really embarrassing. Of all things to have given me a lot of issues. I could not believe the Crystal Sage was on that list. Melee characters, man, Crystal Sage is a joke. But when you're trying to actually cast magic, it's awful. I don't know. Dex may have had a better idea with it. Honestly, Dex is my mage dude. He's the one we're doing this whole run through. It was a challenge from Dark Souls 1 to see if we could make a intelligence build work. So I'm not one to turn down a challenge. So here we are. Ah, this guy has already gotten underneath me, so let's go ahead and we'll pull the Kestis out. May have to... Oh, I forgot! There's a freaking cleric in the room. That sucks. Because he's just going to keep getting healed. We're going to try to kite him out here. And... Sunlight Metal, nice. Oh my god, I didn't expect that. Alright, let's see, catch up on chat for a second. Didn't know they carried dark magic into this game as well. Oh, heck yeah, man. Dark magic is great. It's one of the reasons we did it for EA so early, is so we could get the Dread Keep, because at the Dread Keep, right next to the Silver Covenant Serpent Ring, we get the Great Soul Dregs. Beautiful, beautiful dark magic spell. I'm sorry, I gotta catch up. Gotta give me a second, man. So hopefully he doesn't look like as bad as this make himself. Like he smells like. Oh god, thank you so much, Muffin. I really appreciate it. Two clerics. Yeah, no, there's definitely 2 clerics in that room. You're right, Cookies. Thank you for the call out on that. I'm gonna have to take care of both of them because there is also 2 Lothric Knights in there. One's with a spear, one with the great sword. But ugh, that was not what we were going for. Actually, with where we're at, we have the shortcut. We have. Oh my god, I'm almost gonna beat my mic real quick. Sorry about that awful loud noise we just made. Dang, Dex has your back at least. Yeah, man. Gotta join the club, Zam. We got supportive viewers here, respectful viewers here. Nah, it's all good. I love a little banter. It makes the stream fun. Anyway, we're gonna go to the the Dancer Bonfire is probably our best bet because we just got that shortcut. Our soul should be right outside of it. Also good news, we are finally catching up on all of our footage for YouTube. So we should be able to fairly soon here bring back the 5 to 7 stream as well. It's just we had so much footage stockpiled for a while that going the wrong way. just my computers, honestly, if it's not streaming at this point, it's usually uploading videos to YouTube, and yeah, long process. Especially when the videos end up being a few hours a piece. Processing and uploading times are just kind of through the roof. But nevertheless, we will be caught up and ready to get back into our usual boogie. So I'm thinking we're gonna, since we have the shortcut, we're gonna grab our souls. We're gonna clear the, actually we don't even have to clear the Lothric Knights really. They're out of the way. I don't think there's anything really of worth in there. So we're actually gonna go around and get the shortcut to the Sunbros Covenant. Get our Praise the Sun animation, or emote. Because that is so important, man. I can't believe how long they make you wait in this game to get it. Every other game, you get it right in the beginning. It's like, yo, be a Sunbro. Cooperation. You know, the jolly kind. But in this game, it's like, nah, man. You get a little talisman and a little shack over by the Undead Settlement. That's it. That's all she wrote. Yeah, sadly, the Daughters of Ash mod, he said he is going to be pushing it to the remaster. It's just going to take him a while, because I think it's legitimately one guy working on all of it. So, it will come to the remastered, but a way you can get around it, Dex, now that you mention it, you can go to a third-party website and get a key for Dark Souls 3 Prepare to Die Edition. If you do that, Steam still has it on their download servers. I know for a fact because I have it in my library, and I was able to download it before I purchased the remastered. So there is a way around it. You just kind of have to, you gotta look a little outside the box to get it to work. Honestly, though, be prepared. Dark Souls. Yeah, G2A is a great one, honestly. That's what that was where I was going to push you, or point you to. I honestly don't like some of the changes they've made to that website. It used to be, you know, it used to offer shields and stuff, which I never actually took part of, but it's like, it's weird how they're no longer accepting fault for any failed transactions or messed up keys or whatever, and I don't know. I don't really like how they're doing it at the moment, but nevertheless, G2A is a great option for that. And, but like I said, be prepared, man. Like, 30 FPS. It's locked at that. You have to get it modded. Well, I'm pretty sure they... Never mind, I'm out. I'm pretty sure it's still safe. Honestly, I bought a game off of them a little while ago, and it was fine. It's just, you got to pay attention to the sellers now. You got to make sure they have good reviews, and if they have bad reviews, read through them and make sure it's not for the game you're using or you're purchasing. Okay, well, that said, there is a way you could mod the game. Oh, tell me about it, dude. That's honestly the reason I ended up going to the remastered. But there is a way you can mod the game to get it up to 60 FPS, or technically they only really recommend you going up to like 58 FPS, 59 FPS if you really want to push it, because it'll start breaking the physics of the game. But you could mod it. Like, the only downside to that is it depends on your computer. The mods were built by, as you know, independent coders, independent devs on those mods, and sometimes that means they're not fully compatible. For me, mine was not. So I unfortunately had to go through the hassle of modding it, finding out the mod wasn't going to work, because it worked, but for some reason at random during gameplay, the frames would drop down to something like, I want to say like pretty much the standard 28 to 30. Oh, I just realized these guys are still alive in this. Ouch. All right, that sucked. Anyway, like I was saying, I would get frame drops down to the 28 to 30 range at random, and it's like I had to toggle the menu to get them back up to 60 or whatever, 58, and yeah, just a handful of headaches that come along with it. And you can't actually push 60 because, for example, if you like slide down a ladder, there's a chance you'll go right through the floor because the engine wasn't prepared for it. So anyway, I'm going to be right back. I'm going to go use the restroom, grab some coffee, kind of refuel, so we can finish the stream out right, all right? And hopefully I catch you all back here again when I get back. Alrighty. Got us some fuel for the Dark Soul, some fresh coffee, and I did just lose all my souls, so we do have to go out there and grab those real quick, and then we're gonna head back to Firelink, use our scales on our weapon. Let me double check that. Hey, Cheerios Junes, nice to see you, my man. Good having you. So we're +3, yeah, so we just need enough scales to do one more upgrade to +4, and then we use a slab to get her up to 5. Pretty sure we can sneak right on around him. Not have to deal with the first night, at least. Yeah, I feel you. Still, I appreciate you coming by, my man. Always fun. Always fun catching up with some of our early followers. And friends, of course. Oh my god, the slow elevator. Thrilling gameplay here. Absolutely thrilling. Anyway, so we're going to finish up grabbing our items over here. We're going to drop down. Actually, we could be really cheesy about this if we wanted to. Yeah, no, we know you're more than a, you're more than a follower, my dude. We'll have to get back on Rocket League sometime. Hopefully, your schedule will lighten up a bit. It's always nice to see you, nonetheless. Yeah, anyway. Nah. Honestly, first, I don't know. I'll have to think about that. Don't really like the sound of followers. People won't necessarily are followers. Everyone's their own person. We'll figure out a better name for it as we go. Supporters. Let's go with that. I like supporters. More independent. Straight up. Let's go. Let's all get on and like let's all get on and write Twitch, Amazon, be like, yo, follower, negative, supporter. Now that's where we're at. And then you got subscribers for, I guess, if you're special and Twitch likes you and gives you affiliate or partnership and stuff like that. So anyway. Psh. Boy, you remember who you're talking to, right? Who was the... Alright, damn it. I didn't expect that. But who was the diamond who told you from the start when I met you? Down in, platinum? Plat 2, Plat 3? I told you. I'm the one that supported you to become a diamond. As a diamond. Boy. And my next goal, February is coming up, my next goal, like, I'm not sure if we're ever going to actually stream Rocket League, but... Yeah, that's right, Roadhouse. What's up? Actually, we're going to go to the other bonfire. Plat 1. Oh, well. we may have to just... see how many people we have on the stream that have Rocket League. We may just do a tournament that's a pleb game. May have to have a little fun tournament of just everyone getting on and having fun. But nevertheless, we'll figure it out as we go. No guarantees. There's Lothric Castle. That's what I'm looking for. Barracks. Anyway, so going back to this. What we got here? Gotta go grab our souls. We almost have 2 level ups on this bloodstain, so we definitely want this bloodstain back. Probably sneak around everyone and get this bloodstain back. Now that I think about it, we already killed the dragons. I honestly didn't expect him to survive that second hit. And I got animation canceled. Feels good. I don't know why he has such a like. If you walk up the other way, he sprints at you. If you walk in front of him, he's just like, eh. Oh God, Dex. Dex coming back with the harsh realities here. Keep it fun. Like I said, respectful banter is all right. But no shaming. Where am I? Where am I? Where am I? Where am I? There they are. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and bone back. Also, hello and welcome to the stream. Hope you guys are enjoying yourself. What if I shame myself? Yeah, that's all right. As long as it's in good fun, my man. Just thinking about this. What do we want to do? I'm thinking we want to do more intelligence. Keep pushing the intelligence side a little bit harder. This gets us to level 100. So 102, we'll have intelligence at 55. 107, it'll be at 60, which is the cap, soft cap at least. Hard cap's at 66, to my understanding. So what do we want to push after that? I'm not entirely certain. We still got 35,000 on us. Yeah, we do. So let's go get our upgrades in. We got the Court Sorcerer's Staff to put a few chunks into. Got Friday's Scythe. Yeah. So it's going to cost us 3.3 and 8 of our 12. That's fine. Let's go ahead and do it. Our Sorcerer's Staff. Can we get this to +8? Yes, we can. Okay, so once it's... yeah, it's getting pretty strong now. 212. 213, eh. It's not that great. Well, it is probably the best you're going to get in this game, but compared to the chimes, man. The chimes are great for scaling. And that spell buff. We only have 2 slabs at the moment. I'm trying to rack my brain. I know we can get a third one pretty quick. So we may just go ahead and drop it on that. And drop one on that. We can actually get 2 more pretty quick if we wanted to. Now that I think about it, so we will. We'll run back to the Ashes of Ariandel real quick and grab our spell and our staff, or not our staff, our slab that we missed. Actually, there's 2 slabs in that area. We'll go and grab them, and where are you at, Ashes of Ariandel? So we want to go to... oh, that's right, we never went down. The nasty-ass rope area, or the branch area. Yeah, we'll go from the chapel. It's gonna be... Ugh, I hate this spot. There's a reason I didn't do this yet. And I'm remembering why now. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and cut down the bridge. Thank you, by the way, Cheerio Junes. Hope you're. I hope you're meeting the stream quality at least. I mean, Dark Souls 3 is pretty old. It's like 3 years old, but then again, comparing it to like Dark Souls 1, it does have a lot of improvements. No pixelated trees, although that's like the worst look ever when you're sliding down and your cape's just hanging half up your body. Anyway, let's go ahead and this area, fire is king, so let's go ahead and pull a fireball out. See if we can just snag him. Oh heck no, can't hit it that low. So yeah, I hate fighting on these branches. It's gonna be a rough moment. I hate anything on these branches. Probably because of those horrible moments we had back in... Oh god. Yeah, I'm just gonna one-shot. Good. Yeah, that's gonna not be fun. But man, it just gives me nasty flashbacks to Blighttown. We don't care about that lizard. Well, I'm run off the edge anyway, but... Alright, get that notification out of our way. There we go. Now we got the javelin guy back here. And another archer above us. Normally I have a bow at this point. Right? I love the Farron set, don't get me wrong, but man, the mechanics for the cape, sometimes, I mean, they're smooth, but sometimes they're not so smooth, and it's a little painful to watch. We do have bows. We have a longbow. I don't think we have many arrows, though. We've got 12 arrows in a dream right now. See what we can do with that. Yeah, it's not going to work. See if we can just headshot him enough and poise him off the log, because then he'll back off. There we go. We got the one above us as well. See if we can... I hate the big ones, though. This is one of those big-ass, pain-in-the-ass enemies. No need to come down, my dude. You just stay up there. We don't want none of that. There we go. That takes away a lot of the area hazards. Trying to remember which branch I usually take down. I think it has to be this one, actually, for this first drop, so... Ooh, please don't miss. Thank God. We can get a straight, or a little curved sword there, I'm fairly certain. Alrighty. Yeah, There's him. Perfect. Oh, I guess it was the other branch I wanted. Oh well, we'll miss this great sword for now. It's not that big a deal. Now, it would be good to get him away from the bonfire so we can light it. There we go. Yeah, okay, so that's where his aggro range starts. Good to know. I don't know how we want to. I'm gonna go ahead and restock first. So those crabs, man, they're tough. I'm not sure what really is gonna work good against them either. So, since they're frost enemies, they may be resistant to fire. Nah, but that still hurts. Oh god, we got two of them. Usually the other one doesn't spot pop up until you're a little bit closer. Yeah, this could very well suck. Oh yeah, this is gonna suck. Oh, and back to you, Cheerios, man. Man, Dark Souls 1, don't get me wrong. It's forever going to be, like, one of my favorites Dark Souls games. But as far as gameplay goes and just overall looks of the game, Dark Souls 3 is where it's at. Anyway, let me just figure something out real quick on the side here. See if I can't get this to work for me the way I wish it would. There we go. So now we gotta worry about getting our souls back and taking out two of these nasty crabs. So we're gonna think the best idea we got for that is gonna be Soul Spear from range. And actually hit him. Oh my god, he got up anyway. Why? God, that's really kind of annoying. Idea 2. Let's take a Dark Souls 1 strat. Throwing knife from across the frickin' field. Get him over here. Or not, you know. Can we just get that one to aggro us, though? We can do that. There we go. Are you kidding me? Now he's looking at me. That's awesome. Yeah, come here. Stupid crab. I hate these crabs. I actually hate these crabs. So, we're going to fall back upon our other strat for this area. Because I am quite honestly sick of dying to these crabs. So, let's go ahead and rest at the bonfire. I think I just lost all those souls too. Ouch. Silly mistakes. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and equip Hidden Body, and we're gonna hit Spook. Cast Spook first, then Hidden Body. Crabs aren't allowed to have 6th sense, so back the fuck off. Are you kidding me? There we go. One more tree, and I'm pretty sure this is where the spell is that we're looking for. There it is, Snap Freeze. Now this spell is actually going to help us a lot with not only the Dragon Slayer armor, but Osiris, as both of them are extremely weak to frost. I don't think you actually get anything for killing all 3 crabs either, like in the other area. Alright, my dude. Cheerio, Junes. I really appreciate you swinging by. Always fun to have you swing in and say hello. You have a great night, my dude. I think it's this way. Yeah, it's another ladder, and then we get the slab. Then we'll head back down to this. Now that's what I'm talking about. That right there is my supportive, awesome, respectful stream chat. Honestly, hope we never really get too trolly here. I'm down for some trolling. Don't get me wrong. But it's always nice to have just a respectable chat, especially when you go around Twitch nowadays and there's a lot of just hate. And he went through the wall. Alright. A lot of just hate everywhere. So, ugh. Just annoying. Anyway, we're going to try to just blind run. Actually, we probably don't even have to blind run. We can just spook and Hidden Body. Past a lot of this. Get on out. There we go. Thank you for the follow, Tickle Wiggles. Much appreciated. Hope you're enjoying the stream. We didn't speak, so he hears us, and that's why he's aggroing us. Alright, you're the one I came to talk to. No, don't descend, don't descend, don't descend.
Oh, my, thank you. I can hear the crackling from here.
Yeah, buddy. 2 Titanite slabs. I'm happy you're enjoying it. It's been getting better all the time, man. We've had a couple of rough moments here, but we're working through it. See, now this is an area I should be invading. Look at all that activity in this area. We got people at Snowy Mountain Pass. We got people at the Rope Bridge, Snowfield. Everyone's getting here. Probably a nice thing, though, honestly. I didn't get really invaded by anyone here. Anyway, I was supposed to actually go somewhere. Let's head on back to Firelink Shrine. Oh gosh, we're 2 followers away from our goal. 25, and then we'll be officially 50% of the way to our affiliate. Which admittedly isn't huge for Twitch, because they're not very friendly with their affiliates as they are with their partners, but oh well, what you gonna do? We take what we can get. Let's go ahead and reattune our spells. We're going to use Soul Spear and Soul Mass again. Homing Soul Mass. We got 2 more Titanite slabs. What are we looking like on chunks? We got 6 chunks. Should be able to do 2 upgrades if we wanted to our Pyromancy Flame. See here, reinforce, and there's the 2 we wanted. We can get 6 more chunks and we can get it to +9. Jimmy Hodgins, thank you so much for the follow. Hope you're enjoying the stream, my dude. Appreciate all the support. We are now only 1 follower away. Oh, so close. Slam down another goal this week. It'd be awesome. I always give myself a month, but it seems like that's at this point pretty silly. We seem to be nailing them pretty quickly, so feels good. Alright, so we are now... We can do the Lothric Castle. Let's see here. What do we want to see first? We want to see Osiris or... Mermerp. Very nice. I think we're actually going to do Osiris first, because we can get the Moonlight Greatsword by doing that. Which is a piece we want for our PvP build. More viewers? That'd be awesome. Always appreciate it. Hopefully we get some more people in here that hopefully enjoy it and keep on pushing through. Alrighty, so Osiris. Actually, we literally just went out there to grab a spell and 2 slabs, but the spell we want is for this fight. I think it's an AoE frostbite spell, which should help us a lot with Osiris. Wrong place. Smart one. Alrighty, let's go. What do we want to give up? He's resistant to magic, so legitimate magic is not going to help us a whole lot. Swap out that. There it is, Snap Freeze. Yeah, not Pestilent Mist. Very close. Gotta look a little closely at them. This is going to cost us 16 mana and 18 intelligence is the requirement. Very nice. We can definitely we can handle those stats. We are officially at +10. Our Scythe and our Catalyst are nice and strong. That's hilarious. Okay, so headshot there, man. Get the wretch off the wall. Thrall, not wretch. Wretches are down in the dungeon. Thralls are the ones that actually gave us a lot of issues when we started this character. Just because they're so aggressive, they sit there and chase at you, swinging their axes, and for a character that has like no points in vigor, that's kind of a problem. That felt so lazy. I could have gone over there and just killed him with a scythe, but I'm just like, eh. It means I'd have to walk. I have to put effort in. No, we don't want to do that. Alrighty, so actually, you know, it just dawned on me. I think I still have a shard and a bone shard and a flash shard that I have yet to burn here at Firelink Shrine. But honestly, once you're at this point, you don't really need it. It's not like make or break necessarily. Actually, I'm going to leave the NPC summon out. We're going to try and straight solo this fight. Although we do have some really annoying guards to deal with. But sorcerers get range. I should have known that was going to happen. Alright. That works. Having a little fun there, Jimmy? There we go. Magic stone plate ring off of the Cathedral Knight. Nice. This is honestly one of the weirdest sounding bosses in the entire game. Just trying to think, do we want to do anything special for this? We do want to buff our sorceries. Pyromancies aren't going to be so strong. He is technically a dragon. Casting ring might be a good idea. Let's do that. Gets our dex technically up to 40, so... Alright, let's give this a shot, guys. Wish me luck. Never tried doing this fight as a intelligence build. Yeah, whatever. I was gonna watch it. I decided against it. See how this works. Oh god, get me out of here. Oh, he's gonna go nuts now. Oh god, what happened? I couldn't jump? Did I run out of stamina? Huh. Is that what I just did? Oh, I did. I totally thought I was on Estus, and I threw a throwing knife at him. Oh god, let's take this off. Honestly, I only had throwing knights on because of the PvP we were doing. It's a good... Oh god. Yeah, that was pretty, not gonna lie, that was pretty... Just what I'm looking for. God, I cannot think of the word I'm looking for. Like, revolting, I guess, would be a good way to... Ah, Embers78. How you doing, my dude? Good morning to you as well. Nah, absolutely, my dude. Just take a... I really appreciate the support. Either way. Whether you're here for a long time or you're just popping in to say hello. Well, we actually succeeded against Friday. We got our scythe. We took down... Let's see here. We took down Yorm. We took down Aldrich and the Dancer. We're working on Osiris to get our Moonlight Greatsword. And as far as the build goes, we have reached, I believe, level 90, yeah, 90, no, 100. We are now level 100, so we're 20 levels away from our kind of stopping point. And I totally missed my roll off there. But, it's going pretty good. I think, honestly, getting to, like, level 85, level 90... is really what took this build to become strong. Can I see your gear in detail? Absolutely, my dude. So we got the Friday's Great Scythe plus 5. We have the Court Sorcerer's Staff plus 10. A Pyromancy Flame at plus 8. Just, you know, Conjure. I mean, we don't have much vitality. So we are very poise light at the moment. For this fight, we are running specifically the Sage Ring. We usually have the Witch's Ring on for Pyromancies. But yeah, as far as stats go, 22 Vigor, 30 Attunement. We got our 5th slot from that. 20 Endurance, 7 Vitality, which is still pretty painful. Hopefully we can spare a few points into that spot soon. Snap Freeze? Snap Freeze is a Frostbite spell. So I think actually I will use an NPC summon on this fight, just because he goes so nuts. I don't want to get just run over repeatedly like last time. So we will grab our boy Hawkwood. But yeah, it's basically an AoE Frostbite spell. Let's see if I can... maybe one for PvP. Honestly, it's just because Osiris is so weak to Frostbite. And we don't have lightning. God, he's gonna kill my Phantom before we even get in the door. Yeah. So that's the main reason for frostbite, or snap freeze specifically. I think I just hit one of those stupid urns. Yeah, I did. Really? I can't believe that went right over his head. Is he gonna kill me? Oh, that was close. That was a little too close. Kind of wish I had not used my Ember yet. And just killed them because I didn't realize Hawkwood would not have an easy time, and Hawkwood's gone. Awesome. Doesn't come available for a resummon. Feels bad for that, but oh well. What you gonna do? Kind of screwed up that run completely. Okay, I'm like, get me out. Alright, that works too. Guess we were right within range. Yeah, that was just... Honestly, I did not see much coming out of that run. Yeah, I'm not... The only thing I've never really looked up about Frostbite, I never really used Frostbite, other than, like, Vort's Hammer, admittedly. But, I actually don't know how easy it is to proc it twice in quick succession. Like, I know, for example, certain bosses, certain games that are kind of Dark Souls-esque, you proc them with the status once and they get a higher resistance to the status. So I really should probably do a little research on that before I'm planning on using it, but oh well. Yeah, absolutely, dude. The only downside to spells is he is technically resistant to magic. So I'm kind of like, you know, what can we use as an intelligence build? He's kind of painful. I know lightning is great for dragons, and frostbite is good for Osiris in particular, but not really sure what else we would be trying now. I mean, these seem like they're pretty much obsolete at this point, this whole top row, except for Soul Mass and Soul Spear, and admittedly Soul Greatsword. As far as the second row goes, it's kind of just random buffs and the ability to hide from enemies. Yeah, I don't know. You homing soul mass? And snap freeze to pestilent mist. I could actually just add pestilent mist on at that point. Let's give it a shot, honestly. I mean, I see where pestilent mist makes sense because it's a constant damage over time. Whereas snap freeze is something that's going to hit. It's going to hit hard pretty good once, and then it's going to take a little bit of time to get it to hit again. So, let's give it a shot. I'm mostly, honestly, I'm pretty interested at this point to see how it's going to play out. We could always also actually put our Estus Flask shard into our flask and our, oh, okay, so I was wrong on that. He isn't immune or resistant to it. I thought he was. So that was just me making an error in that case. And yeah, we're not gonna grab him again. Like, he's good for the fight. He's a nice tank. It keeps the attention off of you, but I should be able to pull this off. Oh, so he is resistant to magic, just not dark. Oh god, I didn't realize I was half health. Hit him in the head enough times you can riposte him. Yeah, I did forget about that. Oh, did we crash? Oh, we full crash this time. Okay, so I didn't fix that completely. Well, I apologize, guys. Again, it seems that Dark Souls has crashed and brought my entire computer down with it to the point where OBS is now having issues. So I'm going to have to restart the stream. So I will be right back. I thank everyone for catching up right this moment. We are going to go ahead and give us another shot. And we may push the stream on a little bit longer tonight, maybe 2:30. Maybe further, who knows? We'll figure it out when we get there. But be right back. Thank you so much for standing by.